You looking for me?
The way you're running, I thought your arse was afire.
Snitter's in bad trouble.
Your wee friend still lost, is he?
Just come with me quickly, please. We need you.
Zulu 05, go ahead.
Doctor 009.
Snitter, can you hear me?
I'm inside my head now, and it's where I should be.
This is no time for one of your turns.
Come on out, you great fond fool. Sharp with you now, before we're all caught. I can't come out. If I do, I'll go mad again. Move yourself. Sharp now, you great nanny hammer.
Get out of the way.
Right in front of you. That drain. Follow it to the end. That's the way out of the shed.
We keep fairly accurate records of our animals.
I'm sure you do, sir. So this identification will be a matter of test as far as the laboratory is concerned. If you'll just come through here, sir. Look! There! He's getting out!
Bang! The fucker bit me!
David, go ahead.
BC from B251, mobile borough area, over.
I'm so sorry to keep you waiting.
Oh, it's all right. Oh, fill it up, please.
As a matter of fact, we've had a bit of a rumpus. Quite a to-do while it lasted.
Really?
Early this morning, some stray dogs broke in and upset our dustbins. Both the dogs had green collars, and they say that means they come from the Coniston research place. We had one of them shut up in the shed, and a young gentleman come over from Coniston with a policeman. Positive identification, like. But he got away.
Yes, of course.
The dog, I mean.
Oh, that was better.
They don't come back.
We'll try to see that they don't. This sheep killing's a nasty business.
I did read about that in the paper. Something to do with a man being killed, wasn't there?
I still need to get a proper look at them.
They both had green collars on.
Did you not see that one as it was pushing itself through the drain hole? Kind of a terrier it was. With that terrible gash.
And I don't know where a dog could come by such a cut across the head as that terrier had, except by... Well, by vivisection, if that's the right word. It was a terrible sight.
Well, it had just about got away by the time we got there, so I really didn't get a good look.
I've got to stop by the station first, Mr. Powell, before I take you back to Coniston, if that's all right.
I'm heading towards Coniston, Mr. Powell. I'd be happy to give you a lift.
Oh, well, that's most kind of you. Thank you very much, Miss...
Driver. Then driver.
Away now. We've got to get the wee fella back before night. He'll manage well enough.
But if the dogs were from the lab, they couldn't have been in good enough physical condition to kill sheep, could they?
Well, I'm not so sure about that. 732 was a biggish Labrador, and strong. We were doing some survival endurance tests with it, doing fantastic times.
And the other dog?
Well, I wouldn't think it's likely to be alive, much less out killing sheep. It had a pretty drastic operation a short while before it escaped.
What sort of operation?
A brain operation. Something quite new, I think. Confusing the subjective with the objective in the animal's mind. I think that's right. I wasn't all that involved in it. Terrible waste, you know. All that work down the drain. Now we'll never know if it was successful.
I suppose there are compensations. Defense contracts. Hush hush stuff.
Oh, I don't get that sort of work. Goodness, the chap for that.
Far off, Todd. Look. Out there? That's the sea. Have you never seen it before? It's salt in the weeds. It's all water there. If only I could have stayed inside my head this morning, I might have been able to decide how to get there. How to reach it.
It was the police. I had to go.
By going with him, it looks as though we're admitting our connection with the matter. Oh, well, it can't be helped now. Perhaps our best course is to make a short announcement acknowledging that 2 dogs have escaped.
Do you think that'll satisfy
All they're
the minister?
concerned with is not getting involved. They know the kind of work we do here. If we prove to be an embarrassment, they'll drop us in a minute.
Lakeland shopkeeper Phyllis Dawson was awakened early yesterday by 2 dogs which have recently been causing havoc with farmers around Dunnerdale in the heart of the Lake District. Scientist Stephen Powell, hastening 18 miles from the Lawson Park Animal Research Station, arrived too late to also the shed in which Mrs. Dawson had managed to travel, pending identification.
Accidental death? Ah, well, that's all he could have found. Couldn't have found nothing else, Dennis, could he?
He never said nothing about a dog, though, did he? But it was a bloody dog brought it about.
Well, coroner couldn't bring that up. No evidence. And even if he had, they'd still call it accidental death, wouldn't they?
Aye, but if the coroner had pinned blame fair and square on the dogs, then the police would have to do something. Go out, find them and shoot them. The way it's been left now, we could lose a couple of more sheep tonight and 3 next week and nobody'd give a damn.
Are these dogs indeed a public danger, as local farmers hotly maintain, or are they wrongly blamed? This is Lynn Driver reporting from Coniston.
Wait a minute, Ralph. I know where we are. That first night after we escaped. After we left those sheepdogs who got so angry with us. Would you remember? And then we changed into wild animals.
You two? Wild animals? Don't be daft. This story of his about killing a man with a gun, is it true? Or is it just a crack in his head talking?
As far as I can make out, it's true. I don't know how it happened exactly. You know how it goes on.
Pie. The little bugger. Shoot a man. Now that's something. Mind, it's bad.
Oh, damn these cobwebs.
Your mate's gone daft as a brush, you know. If I had the sense I was born with, I'd be off and away and leave you to it.
You're always leaving when it gets rough.
Give over, bonny lad. No need to go on so. Do you know why we're still alive? With hundreds, maybe thousands of men that'd be glad to kill us?
They wouldn't dare. I've only got to drown. We'll jump under a truck and the sky will fall down and all the men will die. Have you ever thought of that, Ralph? That puts us one up on them.
I'll tell the pair of you why. Because I know them. The way they think. So as long as you do what I say, we'll stay ahead of them. If not, there's just no chance.
I don't have nothing to do with it. It's secret, like I told you.
Do you have any idea what he does?
He works in a special place line. It's kept locked. But I do know it's got to do with rats. Dr. Goodner were talking to me about disposed of the beast's bodies, and I seen a letter at his office. It was from government. And that, secret.
What I want to know is, how did the media get hold of all this? Have you said anything to anyone?
Me? No, not a thing.
You're absolutely certain? Not to anyone?
Well, I might have mentioned something about the dogs to a lady who drove me back to the lab after the incident with the police. Nothing about Goodna's work or bubonic plague. I couldn't, could I? I didn't even know he was working with the damn plague.
But if you really can do these things, why don't you make men afraid of us and send us a nice warm chicken? Now, that really would be something.
I wouldn't go in there. There's two of them blathering away.
What's that you're licking off your face?
Oh, eggs, Hinny. There was a layaway nest in the nettles round the back. I ate the whole lot.
And what about us? Goes in there. Stuffs itself full of eggs. I'm finished with him. And for good this time. We don't need him to help us. We never did.
He can't help what he is. Anyway, I admire him. He's natural.
Natural? It drives me crazy.
But Ralph, the Todd warned us.
I don't care what the damn Todd said. We're going to eat.
Don't! Look at them collars. Didn't they say something on telly about dogs with green collars escaping from Lawson Park? Plague, they said. Oh, what are you going to do with them after they're shot? Let them go. And let them take contaminated chickens with them. I'll call police. They can catch them if they want.